Welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. You know, as said before and I'll say it again. Setting up record for this is a pain. Just like I said that last time as well, and it still holds true because, I mean, of course it's still gonna hold true. Gotta set up another extension lead god thing, you know. Plug in 3 things. 1, the frickin' USB extension thing, so I can power the stupid HDMI splitter, because for whatever reason, it doesn't get powered any other way. I'll just plug it into the laptop and get it powered that way. So there's that, the laptop charger for the new laptop, and the PS3 itself. And HDMI splitter, obviously, one goes to the TV, one goes to the PlayStation, one goes to the capture card goes to the new laptop, so that's the record software on that. And then there's the old laptop that I have up to record the commentary separately at the same time, because, well, I don't know if it's a Windows 11 thing, but sound quality is ass. It just cuts off my commentary randomly. It doesn't really pick up sound quite as well as using Audacity on the old laptop for some reason. Granted, my commentary isn't all that clear anyway, but you get the idea. It sucks. So where do we leave off? We had a bit of a plot revelation where it's like, you tell me that cult is being led by the cult-like guy? Not at all surprised. I think the magazines are the biggest trigger ridiculous. They're called careless. Do they think they can just write whatever they want as long as sell their zines? That's just the way this shitty-ass world works. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Bow, I hate Jin. He's a big cat with no payoff to his character. Developments of the glorious words. Media's a powerful thing, man. Unfortunately. Any walks? Arf. And off the bedrooms, I suppose. Yeah, it's weird. We're in the end game at this point, but it's at the same time doesn't feel like it in some ways. It feels like, okay, we've got this top of targets basically. All we have to do now is wait for the, final boss to allow us to, go any further. So there's not really any reason to go to Tarkus anymore outside of, training, which, would mostly be off screen at this point. And I'm like, when will I actually get around to go to Tarkus next to do some training? Why not? Hello, Makoto-san. Are you available after school? I'm not sure for now. I see. Would you be interested in walking home together? I want to be beside you. Seems Aigis would like to spend time with you. Maybe I should talk to her once class is over. That is exactly what we're going to be doing. Glass is empty. Just disappear on the spot just to confirm I do still have. Where are you? Yeah, still got alien. Makoto-san, I want to be by your side. Aigis is looking directly into your eyes. Japuria. Thank you very much. Shall we go? Aigis seemed happy. It really doesn't feel like. Ah, this guitar's out of tune. You hear that? I hate when that happens, man. It's like when I was like trying to get the stupid, you know, the extension thing, because I had it like, it was underneath my bloody folders. It wasn't plugged in, obviously. Not that reckless with it. So as I was like getting that, my two guitars, my main guitars, you know, fell over. It's like, I imagine my other guitar is way out of tune. But it's so annoying when my guitars get knocked over a bit and they end up going out of tune. Frankly, I don't think it was really in tune much to do. Yeah, it's the A string that's out of tune. That was the E string doing in comparison. Yeah, that's a bit out too. Because I feel like I go into that Persona 4 track like I keep mentioning. Because it really does feel like you could just go right into that. I like this place. I can see the entire town from here. It's just a JPEG. The Moonlight Bridge is to the right, and over there is Tawanya Mall. Oh, and did you know you can also see our dome from here? The ocean waters at Yakushima, where I had been sleeping, are clearer than these. But I prefer the view here. Before I came here, things such as liking or disliking the scenery never never entered my mind. What about you, Makoto-san? Do you like this town? Why does it feel like I've heard that phrase before? Not because I've played this game, so obviously I've heard her say that. But I mean like in a different series. Like maybe a visual novel or a manga game. I feel like the character is asked that exact question. It's like, do you like this town? In fact, it probably said that in Persona 4 as well. I'm pretty sure there must be a character or two that's like, so do you like this town? I think Yosuke asks that early on at some points. Because Yosuke, you know, he's not from Inaba originally. You know. He kind of hated living there, you know, he's a city boy. But then he grew to like the town, you know, the small little countryside. Not really, I don't care. I like it. I'm glad to hear that. In the same way as we view the same scenery, it feels nice. Aigis is laughing happily. I wonder how Aigis laughing would sound. Many feelings towards various things I have not recognized before are making themselves clear now. It's a little scary sometimes. But if I can change by being with you, I want to hold on to this feeling. Hold on to that feeling, yeah. You fans made big lives. See his voice rings in your head. You know how music can be copyrighted even if you don't play the actual music itself? How about that happen to me? In the most surprising of ways, in one of the video montage videos, I did a cover of the opening theme to Lil Busters, and I also did a cover of the credits music from Project Zero Made in Blackwater. I mean, I didn't play like perfectly, it was all on guitar. So I'm not sure how it picked up as copyright. Maybe I just played it that damn well that it was like, hey, that's copyrighted material, even if it is a cover. Or maybe it was like faintly in the background, just barely audible, because I was playing along to the actual music to try to get the timing right and all that. But the point is, does it count if you're singing off key? They wouldn't notice. It's like, hey, that's Don't Stop Believing by Journey. It's very off key, but we recognize it. That I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choose the creative persona of the Arcana. Yeah, music copyright's a freaking weird ass thing, honestly. Feels like more often than not the artist gets screwed than it's more, you know, the companies that own the rights and shit. Or maybe the main songwriter in some cases is a bit of a dick as well. Who knows? You know, to the point where it's like you can't so much as say a lyric of a song without it be like copyrights. Yeah, I guess social link is reached level 2. Bad grip zones the on a kind of screw. Like I ever watching a few videos on YouTube, you know, about the history of some bands, and I'm like, is there such a thing as a freaking band in any form of music that doesn't have some form of dysfunction to it? Where there's some asshole in the band that screws everyone else over. It's ridiculous. That's what happens when money gets involved, you know. Someone's gonna screw over everyone else for it. The root of all evils, as they say. Oh, I'm sorry to have gone on for so long. It's still January, so I imagine that you're quite cold. It would be awful if you caught a chill. So let's chill instead. We decided to get back to the door.
Hi, how was your day?
Me saying chill, that doesn't mean think of Chilla's art, or is it Chilla's art? Whatever. I've never played any of the games, but now I've seen playthroughs of their games. And now I'm picturing one of the characters, instead of going with the kind of photo of a real person, just kind of forced perspective onto their character models, they instead have Aigis' face on the character models. Have her as a protagonist. It's already the middle of January. This day is the 13th, we only have 18 more days. Let's go to Tartarus today. Even though I might be overdoing it, I still want to do as much as I can right now. Yeah, we're overdoing it on the Tartarus shenanigans again, nowhere plot-wise involved, so, you know, I'm gonna save that for a while. I have to admit, Dragon knows how to control the media well, disappointed in people being easily misled. This applies to the real world too. All it takes is some charismatic asshole. Hey, that's like World War II. Charismatic asshole. It's always the charismatic asshole. Yeah, it's kind of weird when you look at World War I and II. There's like a clear, big difference between those two wars. World War I was an absolute shit show. But unlike World War II, where you can like kind of point at certain elements of it, where it's like, okay, that's like, you could be like, you know, how, because you know, in war, you can't really say like, you know, there are heroes and villains and all that, but you know, when it comes to World War II, it's kind of a bit, well, it still has an element of it as well. Some of the Allies did some bad shit too, but you know, compared to some of the stuff, like a lot of stuff on the other side of it, you know, it's a big difference. But World War I was just a free-for-all. It's like, oh, we're ready to scrap, we're ready to get into our good old fight. And it's like, well, shit, that got out of hand, didn't it? That escalated much more than we expected to be. So we shall refer to this as the Great War, and hopefully it never has anything of this extent ever again. Then 3 decades later, you know, World War II. So yeah, it sucks. What I still find strange about World War I is how both my father's grandfather and his great-grandfather took part in that war. And they both survived as well. Yes, well, I say part of the reason for that is because they obviously, you know, the type of regiment, division, whatever, you know, they were in is more of a support role than, you know, active getting in the battlefield. But, you know, even then, you know, there are people in the family tree that were in that kind of division as well and still died in the war. But, you know, it's probably better being something like a support role than it is to be, you know, actively in the gunfire. But then again, in a support role, you're probably gonna end up in a similar situation eventually. Magazine released yesterday is making waves throughout the community. The uproar stems from an article about a cult leader known as Charisma. Are you serious? According to the teachings of Nixonism, there is a power that eliminates worries of the future. Belief in this ability is causing many youngsters to sign up for this. What a stupid asshole. He can't even go by his own name. He's like, he's Charisma. He's the wrestler Christian. He's Captain Charisma. Anyone not familiar with wrestling probably have no idea what the hell that is. I don't even know when he had that nickname. I remember watching, you know, WWE from late 2002, and then it was kind of on and off over the rest of that decade before, you know, kind of petering out interest-wise toward the end. I can't remember if he even had that nickname in WWE or if it was anything different. Whatever. Arf. It's you again! Oh, good evening, Dakota-san. Hey, it's a little embarrassing to run into you at night. It's the only time we ever meet these days. I think it helps me to be a little braver. I'm not as old as you and I might not be very reliable, but I think I could at least lend you a hand when you need one. Please don't forget that. Sorry if that was sudden, things have been odd lately. Maybe I just watch too much TV. I like how they kind of acknowledge the plot. Kind of gives it a bit more flavor. Just for a while. Maybe it's close now. Brown chicken, brown cow. Koromaru is back again. Gotta get back to the zone with Koromaru. And yes, I know the lyric is apparently jump around now, but it's chicken brown cow to me because that's what it sounds like. I don't know what chicken brown cow is. I assume it's what happens if you merge, you know, cow and chicken from that cartoon into one form. They become chicken brown cow. You know, overhearing a conversation. I got a flyer at Hawaii Mall when I was last time. The same one that's plastered all over the city. The one with the Knicks logo. Oh, so that's how it's pronounced. I just like the logo design. Stuff written here is kind of interesting too. Maybe I should ask about this. First bell's rung. And that's like a bad thing. It's like, okay, so the cult has like a cool logo, so that's how it moves people. How fitting, because we're going to be hanging out with Mitsuru today, so how fitting we're going to upload this. What's wrong? I hope I'm not disturbing you. I was wondering if you're free after school today. I'd like us to spend some time with you. It's not too inconvenient. Mitsuru seems to have something to talk about. We just spend some time with it at school. I should also note that I'll be uploading the previous part tonight as I'm recording. It's like nearly 10 in the morning. So, you know, that's basically close to 12 hours away at this point, I guess. Because I usually upload around 9 PM. That is 9 PM, of course, where I'm from in the UK, of course. But that's generally when I'd upload around 9, 10 PM. Sometimes later than that, depending on my schedule. And by schedule, I mean, you know, more either my sleeping pattern, or if I'm busy with something at the time, so I end up getting uploaded a little later than usual. But in some cases where the bloody video fails to upload properly and I gotta re-upload it, that's happened before. What class is in for today? But yeah, you know, the previous part that's had Mitsuru flipping out on her fiance, basically telling him to go fuck himself. Because, you know, how dare you talk to the protagonist that way, you piece of shit. You snotty-nosed twats. Hi, Yuki. There's something I want to talk to you about. I'm pretty sure you know what it's regarding, but I wanted to talk to you properly. We can talk later if you don't have the time now. Mitsuru's cheeks are turning red. Since you have Gabriel persona on the top of these two. Next to last rank. It's like I can't remember what point in our social link on my original playthrough of this I was able to get up to, but it definitely wasn't the previous one. That previous social link, that rank was definitely a scene I'd never seen before, so I must have got like maybe halfway through her rank by the time, you know, it was like, okay, time to fight Nyx, you know, you didn't max out the M plus of the Aeon because you didn't follow a walkthrough the whole way through, so you screwed yourself out. Okay, then should we go to the rooftop? So is the roof. Mitsuru seems a bit nervous. It's like, we seem a bit nervous too. It's like, are things going really badly? Are we gonna have a situation where we're gonna have to talk you out of something? You're not going to high school rooftop. I don't think anyone will find us in here. I use my authority as student council president, sure. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this. But I don't care about that right now. What I want to say is, seriously, let's go. The thing is, I need to apologize. I'm so sorry about what happened the other day. What are you talking about? I don't remember. Don't worry about that. Makes me happy. How do we reply with, that makes me happy. Really? Mitsuru seems very happy. That makes us happy, which in turn makes you happy. The other day, I ran away after saying all those things. And then you didn't show up for ramen with the rest of us. Then again, now it's Fuka, for whatever reason. I didn't even notice that she wasn't there either. It really felt like that group was basically, you know, like a meeting of the OG group, you know? Where it was just us, Yukari, and Junpei fighting shadows. Then, you know, once Akihiko recovered, he joined us. But then you got Aigis there as well, so it's like, Aigis came after Fuka. It's like, you know, I'm not really great with tags on YouTube, but every time I do the tags for these videos on YouTube, I always do it in an order. It's usually like, let's play Persona 3 FES, part whatever, and like, JRPG, blah blah blah, and then the names of all the characters. Ramblings in there because all my videos have ramblings, so it's always got to have the tag for that because there's always a lot of rambling in the videos. And basically, the order I do things in for like the tags for each character is in order of how we met. We met Yukari first, then Mitsuru, and then there was Junpei, then there was Akihiko, then there was Fuka, Then there was Aigis. Then there was Koromaru, I think, and then there was Aigis. So I kind of do it that way. But in order of like team, it went like this. There's us, Yukari and Junpei, there's Akihiko, and then Fuka joined the team, and that led to Mitsuru. You know, we joined the team, you know, as an active member of the team. Then I think Aigis came in after that. I can't remember who came first out of Koromaru or Ken, I forget. And then of course Chihiro. Point is, I do that in order because why not? I can't believe I did that. I'm so sorry. I've been planning to tell you how I felt. I just can't believe I said it in front of so many people. But that's not all. It's opened up a whole new world. A world full of happiness and surprises. I can't stop thinking about it. You're just like... You got no personality whatsoever. You don't even speak. It's very alluring. I like it. I feel I'm going to tire of embarrassment. Feel I. Glad to tell you how I feel. I couldn't hide it from you any longer. Phew. I feel so free. Very special. Of course, because of my situation, I can't hide anyone else. Yes, because everyone's basically dating the protagonist at this point, because you don't get an option to say no in this world. Because apparently, presuming it's actually correct information. I remember reading something about someone on the development team apparently didn't see how, you know, a guy could be friends with a girl without it becoming intimate, you know, like getting into a relationship. So that's why Persona 3 didn't have the choice to turn down the romance options, which makes it all the more jarring when you freaking max out all the social links on a single playthrough. Mitsuru seems to trust you. I mean, maybe they probably expect you to do multiple playthroughs to see all of the game's content, I guess, but still, it's a long-ass game. The relationship with Mitsuru has intense vibes. Mitsuru's voice rings in your head. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing there to the grapes on the upside. Mitsuru Kirijo's social link is very slow now. Bad grape sounds the Empress cannot agree. Relationship stronger now. Dakota. Now on I'll only call you by your first name. Oh. Ah yes. That is a development. She's always referred to us as our last name. It may feel a little awkward, but that's what I want to do. Yeah, probably not in, you know... Well, actually, if they do have it so that she refers to us as Makoto, you know, when we talk to her normally, that would be an interesting change. That would mean they'd have to rewrite things so that, you know, she refers to us by first name instead of last name. Of course, this would never apply to spoken dialogue, of course, because, you know, you can name the protagonist wherever you want, so... It always feels awkward in these big, story-driven games where everyone's name gets referenced except the protagonist. You only get the protagonist's name mentioned when there's dialogue that has no voice acting. It's like Final Fantasy X was one that stood out to me, because I think that might have been my first proper JRPG that I ever played. That was like, why is nobody saying the protagonist's name? They just get around it by referring to them in different ways, like, you know, him, he, you know. They somehow keep consistently getting around saying his name. And it bugs me sometimes, but it makes sense. You can't have the voice actors all say multiple names, that's way too much effort. It's like, I could imagine a game maybe giving like a list of names. It's like, okay, these are the names that we're gonna have the voice actors say. You're in multiple takes, so all these various lines in which the protagonist is mentioned by name. Only during these moments, use all of these names, but we can only have so many names because that is just way too much, you know. we'd have to pay them extra for that. We don't want to go through the effort of that. And plus, we'd also have to code it in as well. It's a bit of a hassle. I feel a little awkward, but that's what I want. Well, I no longer feel shackled by my family. I met you because of who I am. Dakota, take good care of you. Stay with me just a little while longer. The hours flew by as you talked to Mitsuru while presumably holding her hand. Or maybe he's holding something else. Later you and Mitsuru returned to the dorm as to, not draw attention to the fact that you're dating basically everyone. Except the guys.
Hello.
Hello. I was gonna say something, what was it? Got sidetracked by the moment. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot what it was. Damn, I hate when that happens. It's like, if I have a thought come to mind, just freaking, say it instead of, focus it on something else, because you'll inevitably forget whatever the hell. Friggin' Stragan, man. Right. So no matter what, you just don't forget who you are. That's the key. Yeah, I'm just picturing like an acapella version of this track. The exchange rate, the yen is now order an $8.42 to the dollar. Japan's currency has experienced a tremendous decline. Plus the Apple syndrome and cold teachings is becoming... Well, I mean... Actually, no. Was it 2008 or 9? Where there was like quite a bit of a financial crisis. I have to admit, Strager is a load of shit. Arf. I'll go to the arcade to increase my strength or something. There's a bunch of cold douchebags out in this mall at night. Punching bag, increase that of your quick summer. That weird sound, I don't know if that's the guitar where it's like, it's like they put an effect on it, but I'm not sure what effect that is. Despite having played guitar for a decade and a half at the very least, probably a little longer than that actually. It's like, I think I first picked up a guitar somewhere between 2006 and 8. I can't remember, it was around Christmas time though, because I remember my sister got a guitar for Christmas one year. She never played it. I played it though. And I spent most of the day just strumming the strings, I had no idea what I was doing for the longest time, but, eventually, got lessons and figured things out. What was my point of bringing that up? Oh yeah. Is, despite all that, when it comes to effects and, technical shit like that, I'm like, oh. It's like, I can understand how a delay works, Sort of. It's like, I mean, I spend most of my time playing guitar without even plugged in. And you're like, oh, so you play acoustic? No, I play electric guitar. Just without the electric, because, you know, it's a hassle to set it up, you know? And the acoustic guitar is a bit more of a pain in the ass to play. I'm still not used to the freaking fretboard on my acoustic guitar. And it's never been restrung either, and I've had that guitar for years now, so, you know, that might be part of the reason. It's like, I feel that's what discourages most people when they pick up a guitar for the first time, is they get like a cheap acoustic guitar where the fretboards and strings feel hard to hold down, whereas with an electric guitar, even if it's a cheap guitar, it's easy enough to hold down the strings. Acoustic guitar feels like it's hard to put on. It's like, you just play whatever on an electric guitar, even if it's not plugged in. Strum away. It's a lot easier to, you know, hold down the frets. Hello, Makoto-san. Are you available after school? If now. I see. Would you be interested in walking home together? I want to be beside you. Seems Aigis would like to spend time with me after school. Don't let Mitsuru find out. You may wish to talk to her once ransom. And that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. Hanging out with Aigis. Maybe have a look at the walker actually. That's interesting. So we're hanging out with Aigis today and tomorrow. We got nothing going on Sunday. On Monday we'll be hanging out with Aigis again. And then on Tuesday we'll be maxing out Mitsuru's social link. How would her social link not get reversed for all the times we're going to be hanging out with Aigis? You'd think the jealousy would come into play. September 24th. That's Saturday the Berlin ends. This morning. We're going to skip the next chapter and go back to the same program. There's much more to cover. Huh? Modern history? You guys are still juniors, so you'll have plenty of time to learn modern history when you're seniors. We'll talk about the end of the world, but don't worry, there'll still be another school year. Come on, haven't you paid attention? Look how long this country has survived so far. Granted, it's gone through several different phases, but hasn't most countries? You tired. And also, with Ancestor and all that, it's like randomness going into Ancestor. I think it has a point of me bringing this up. It's like, I've found Ancestors for me have been mostly around, you know, Wales, England, and a few in Ireland. Closest to Europe, I think, is Channel Islands potentially. So, I still haven't found an ancestor from, you know, the mainland of Europe. I mean, I assume based on some names that maybe at least one of them might be French. It's just they weren't born in France, but I don't know, their last name kind of makes you think that there's some French ancestry on this one side way back. So there's bound to be some European ancestry there, but the point is, at least into the 1800s, it's been mostly those countries. And it's probably up in Scotland as well, but I just haven't found an ancestor for that. I have a feeling it's the ancestor that I can't bloody find record for. It's just so frustrating because I found so much information on it, and yet I still don't know who their parents are. It's so frustrating. But the point of bringing that up is, you know, some ancestors potentially dating back hundreds of years. Like, maybe as far back as like the 1400s. It's like no confirmation, just based on like, you know, what one person said, like their family had like, you know, farmed on the land for a set amount of time or whatever, hundreds of years. Provided there actually are, you know, linked to a direct ancestor. But even then, you know, it seems the ancestry is mostly, you know, in Britain basically. And you think about back in the day, you know, how many different things, you know, Britain went through back, way back, you know. You had the Anglo-Saxon invasion, the Norman invasion, I forget which one, in which order, you know. And it's just like figures like, okay, so how far back were these ancestors still, you know, native to Britain, basically. Like, how far back would that go? You know, now I'm just picturing like a British equivalent of this teacher. He's obsessed with like the Anglo-Saxon, you know, part of history, and everything else is just like, that's just a load of shit. Or maybe he's like a fan of the, you know, the War of the Roses. It's like the Tudor stuff. It's like everything else sucks. Anyways, it starts with the Kamakura. So how did the Kamakura Shogunate come about? Well, I'll tell you. It's the evolution of the lecture. We didn't, though. He didn't tell us the answer. You weren't paying attention to the most vital part of the information. Class is end of the day. I'm Makoto-san. Now I forget which one you use. I want to be by your side. I was looking directly into your eyes. Your soulless, dead eyes. Thank you very much. Shall we go? I mean, Aigis is a robot and she's got more expressive eyes than we do. Aigis seems happy. There are dogs of various sizes. You're surrounded by stray dogs. The dogs seem angry. Who are they? They're the ones that I often see at the shrine. We have beef with Koromaru. Bark, bark. Koromaru-san. Oh. We did that? Oh, are they actually mad at Koromaru? Woof, woof, woof. Wait, we aren't mistreating Koromaru-san. Oh, they're like, you stole our buddy. It's true that he's helping us in our battle. However, we'll kill you, yabby, 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 yabby. It's Scrappy-Doo. Oh, right. These dogs are Koromaru-san's old friends. They doubt our intentions regarding Koromaru-san, since he has been more frequently injured lately. How can we make them understand? I mean, do they understand you? You understand them, which is more than anyone could ever do, because we can only kind of base our understanding of dogs, you know, not on a case of where we can understand exactly what they're trying to communicate. It's just an educated guess, whereas Aigis can actually hear, like, translate. How to respond? It seems we can respond in however way we like. So let's try to explain ourselves. This is all a misunderstanding, everyone. They don't seem to want to listen. Please don't be angry. Calm down. Aigis seems to have been bitten by a dog. But like, ow! I didn't expect it to be so hard. I was expecting to be more fleshy. Oh, I'm so sorry. My hand is hard. Or wine. I was expecting a chicken brown cow when I bit into your hand, but what I got was a robo-cow. I see. No wonder they doubt me. They are confused since my body is not natural. You know, I wonder what kind of scent Aigis gives off. I hope that dog isn't hurt. I have been thinking lately. Though my heart may become more human, my body will forever be mechanical. Of course, that's how I was designed. But I'm not strong enough to be a weapon. I'm too rigid to pass as a human. I'm not a fish nor fowl, not completely machine nor human. That's not true. I mean, actually, it kind of is. But, oh, I'm sorry, Mitsuru-san. Thank you very much. You're right, even if I can't quite explain it, I have to be true to myself. Aigis has a painful smile on his face. I mean, honestly, it would suck to be in Aigis' position. He's basically a robot, that has become sentient and growing human emotions. It's like, oh, so what's the problem with that? The problem with that is she could potentially be immortal. So, you know, everyone she'll ever get to know and love will die, but she will not. I mean, I guess she could, you know, self-destruct herself in some way, but you get the idea is there's like no concept of aging or anything like that. I'm sorry for saying such things. If I hadn't been created, I would never have met everyone, and that includes you. If I can stay by your side, then nothing should face me. You sense the intervention tonight. You sense a blood, you know, not blood, well, I guess, in a way, a stare that makes your blood kind of like, oh, this is intense. Because Mitsuru is in the background, glaring into the backs. Mitsuru's voice rings in your head. But I and I am thou, Aeon. Aigis social links retail free. Power trips on the Aeon customer. I should make sure that the dogs understand our situation. It would be bad if you were placed in danger. I'll see you later. Excuse me. He fired Aigis and went back to the door. I was half expecting her to run off screen. Maybe do that Naruto run she did that one time.
Greetings.
And salutations. Let's go to Tartarus tonight. It's been a while since I've suggested we should go. Ever since I was at the lab, I've been so confused. But I'm not confused anymore. I want to fight with you. And by that I mean fight by your side, not as in Gendo fight, of course. There's a big difference.